My grandfather's name was Abram Stoltzfus, more affectionately known to most of us growing up as Dawdy. My grandfather actually dabbled in the meat business during the Depression years. He would process chickens here and hogs here on the farm, and he would take them to Philadelphia and sell them in the city. And it was a way that he would be able to support his 12 children through the Depression years. And then my dad, when he grew up, he went on to be, for several years, he worked as a mason. And I think there just came a time period in there, maybe it was on a really, really hot summer day or a really cold winter day, when he thought, you know, maybe there's something else out there. As time went on, he developed this idea to go to a farmer's market in Newcastle, Delaware, and started gathering provisions, things from this area to take there, much like his father did, or my Dawdy took things from here to Philadelphia to sell. So my dad was actually a pioneer in that movement. Him and a few others from this area, a handful. My dad tried a variety of things, and one of the things that he aspired to was to open a retail store at the plant. And in 1966, he added a small section onto the plant, and I well remember those days. Even just as a really young kid, that was a big deal. And we opened that in 1966. And that store operated at that location until 1996. One of the things that he did after purchasing the family farm, wanted to do something here. And so he and my mother started serving meals here in the farmhouse in 1968. And that's something, by the way, that grew out of something that my mother did on her family farm over towards New Holland as a young kid. Her family was Amish, and they would serve meals in their home and entertain what was then just the very beginning of the tourist industry. So they would have groups that come from the city to come out and have a meal on an Amish farm. Many years ago, I suppose at least 20, I had the vision, much like some of my Amish friends and relatives had, when they would take a group of perhaps family members or friends and locate in another urban area and make a little Lancaster County section all their own. I had that vision for the Newcastle area, or where we had gone to market. And up to that point, we were probably going there already 35 plus years. So we were there a long time. Presently it's over 50, of course, over 55 actually. So as time progressed, the current market owner who owns the building and I kind of brainstormed together. Ultimately, we had a section of the market that was finished, and we opened in the fall of 2008. I, of course, had the meat in the market there in that area, and it's a little section that's made up of Lancaster County merchants. I have a bakery, a baked goods section, and so I started baking sticky buns and doing some baking on site. Currently, last year opened a separate poultry stand. I had always sold poultry, but last year expanded into another. It's not a relative, but another Stoltzfus serves our sausage sandwiches and does very well with that, and has done that since the early 80s. A day at market can be really interesting, and it is a day that hopefully, if your business is successful, that is full of hustle and bustle and sometimes borderline chaos. Generally, you'll go down a day before the days that the market is open. maybe a day, and sort of semi-prepare, get some things organized. And then the day of market, you go early, set up so that when the opening time comes, you're ready to go. Because customers generally are standing there, sometimes even before opening time, to be the early birds. It's the best time. Literally, we're opening our doors, and so everything that's in that showcase is presented at its very best. It's at its very freshest. I don't know if there's any other time that I do things where the time passes so quickly. And part of it is because of the pace and the busyness and the urgency, and but that's what makes market fun. In 2008, I had the opportunity to consider moving the store up further even into the village of Intercourse, and about triple the size that we had been. We actually built a section of the store that is a little deli slash cafe. I named it after my dad, called Amos's Place, because if my dad would be living, I could see him just hanging out there. It's a popular place locally, and it's something I enjoy to do, to go up there, and it doesn't matter when I go in there, I see someone I know, and especially if I have lunch there. I suppose another thing that has helped make our business successful is our sausage. Our staple is a country sausage that my dad developed the seasoning for, and we continue to make today, and it's our most popular. And generally it's a richer flavored sausage, but not as highly seasoned. Back in the day, we made rope sausage. We had bulk sausage or loose sausage. We had sausage with sage, and we made hot sausage. Well, today we actually put it into a different kind of a casing, and we call them grillers, and we make 10 different flavors of just the grillers. And of course we make breakfast sausages, and we make patties. But fresh sausage is our bread and butter item. A typical week at the plant would be that Monday morning we get our orders in kind of for the week. And then Tuesday morning, although we do some processing on Monday as well, but Tuesday morning is a big sausage day. And that's when we pretty much process sausage all day. One of the most rewarding things that happens for me, and this is the honest, genuine truth, is that when someone tells me how good something was or how much they enjoyed what they ate or what they bought. That, to me, is very important. I want to make what you experience the very best. And that can be, as I said, the food, the quality, the taste, whatever. But along with that goes as meaningful to me as the product is if someone says, you know, that young lady at the counter, they were awesome. Or that manager you've got up there in the store, or the people you have at Newcastle. And I get that kind of feedback. That's huge as well. I have really great people that have chosen to work alongside of me to do what we do. And you know, some people have chosen, it's the better part of their working lives or their week to do that. And as I said, some for decades have chosen to work and labor that part of their life at Stoltzfus Meats. And that's been a privilege for me to have good people to work alongside of and to help accomplish what I set out to accomplish. And it's a huge team effort. If everyone understands that the job that they do is important, and even though the guy that's making the ham understands it's going to end up on a Christmas table, or the person that's packing that ham understands that, or the person that's smoking it understands that, and everyone understands together that you know, this job is really important. So it's kind of been interesting. I thought that maybe by this time in my life and after spending 30 plus years in the business that I wouldn't feel as strongly as I do. And I feel as strong as ever about making good product and product that people enjoy, and making it good and consistent, and actually strive to be the very best.